Welcome to Kripalu Online Studio. My name is Bissonnette. I'll be guiding this Yoga of the Heart practice today. From this Yoga of the Heart practice, I will offer an all levels slow flow. And we have mantra and mudra. Yeah, oh, wonderful. I'm seeing little messages in the chat. I love that. We have mantra and mudra, and then our practice, right? And then we'll have a rest at the end. So just taking a few moments to make sure we have a water for ourselves, devices off. I tend to like a block on each end of the mat. We'll do a little balancing thing. So whether you have the seat of a chair or the back of a chair or kitchen counter, you might like it for certain things that we're going to offer. So just taking a few moments to find a seated place to begin. Just finding a place, and Morgan did put our agreements in the chat, so they are very important. And I'm just going to take a few moments to get organized and play some very soft music in the background. It's very low. All right, so just find a nice place to begin. Seated with a long spine. You're welcome to begin standing if you're feeling that you just maybe have been sitting most of the day. I'm going to begin seated. Taking a few moments to move your body if you haven't been moving it a lot today before coming into a place of stillness. So taking any kind of deep breaths, any kind of little stretches before you're ready to come into a place of stillness. Maybe just keep your eyes open for the moment. So our mudra today will be Adi Mudra. So especially honoring, today is the first day of Diwali. So Diwali is a Hindu festival. I believe it's 5 days, and it's the festival of lights, like allowing the light to be honored within and without. I could explain a very long thing, but we don't have time for that today. Just knowing that it is the first day of Diwali today. So just honoring that light within and light without. We're going to take a grounding mudra of the thumb into the palm and the four fingers slightly, just gently fold over it, not a really tight grip, and allowing that Adi grounding mudra to rest on the thighs. I just wanted you to see that. And then you are welcome to close your eyes or lower the gaze. Just feeling your body in space. And just know that our mantra that we will weave throughout our practice is, I honor the light within me and without. So just pausing and allowing some words of groundedness to wash over and through you, and just focusing on the breath. There's nowhere you are trying to get except more here. More fully you here. Into a practice that is loving what is, embracing what is, embracing your own inner light. Maybe transmuting grief or passion or grasping or desire or fear into a force for flow and presence and change through a lens of devotion to self, that inner light, higher powers, earthly powers. Notice if your body is softening or if your breath is becoming more easeful. The real yoga beginning when you see and feel a force to explore habits or unwanted behaviors, or maybe just being in the mystery, but a pull to tell a different story. Not one just passed on to us that doesn't even belong to us. Noticing again if the body is softening, if the mind is settling, if the heart is opening. Moving, exploring, breathing together in this container, investigating our even just reactiveness to the world, especially in this moment, witnessing our sensitivities that arise, the external forces that stir them up, kind of a who am I? Right? What do I need? What do I need in this moment from this practice? And holding that lightly with compassion. Unearthing the gift of arriving at a clearer understanding of our deepest true nature, which is love. Deepening the breath if it feels appropriate in the moment. Letting out any sighs. And maybe repeating the mantra out loud with me, or just letting it wash over and through you. Repeat it 4 times. Really get lost in the mantra. Feel it on an energetic level. Taking a cleansing breath first. I honor the light within me and without. 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 Maybe placing hands on the heart center. Taking a few in and out breaths. Sensing what that feels like to you. Layering on any intentions or prayers or wishes. Honoring your own light or the light of the world. When you feel complete, releasing your hands down by your side, and we'll take a few rounds of Nadi Shodhana to deepen that groundedness in this practice. Taking your right hand, so I'm not mirroring you, closing off the right nostril, inhaling through the left nostril, closing off the left nostril, exhaling right, inhaling right, exhaling left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Continue on your own. Find your own rhythm. Next time you exhale to the left, allow that to be your final round. Right hand releases to thigh, taking Adi Mudra once more, and allowing a few gentle inhales and exhales through both nostrils. Just taking a few moments to check in with yourself, making sure when we begin to move in this practice, you move in a way that honors where you are today, physically, energetically, emotionally, doing only what feels supportive to you, honoring what you need today on the mat. Taking a long exhale through the mouth. Maybe allowing a little light to peer in as we release the hands down by the sides, fingertips point towards the earth. Take an inhale, raise the arms up. Leave the fingertips on the out breath. Bring the hands to the heart. Exhale, press that heart energy out in front of you as the spine rounds, chin tucks. Inhale, spine grows long as the hands reach up to the sky, and exhale, the arms out to the sky. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, raise it up. On an out breath, hands to the heart and press away, sending that heart energy out. Inhale, arms up. And sun breath them out to the side. One more. Remember, I offer you decide in this practice what works for you. Then the next time the arms come up overhead, pause there, pressing the palms of the hands up overhead as we gently side bend over to the right, getting into the side spaces, intercostals, the ribs, the heart opening to the side. Remember, the heart can shine and open front, side, and back body. Inhale back through center and side bend to the left. Hands can be on shoulders or down to the earth. This arm placement's just an offering. Inhaling, coming back up to center, and take a nice full inhale, reach the palms up, and on the next out breath, twist open to the right. Allow the fingertips to just land wherever they land. Bringing twists into the spine. Inhale back through center, raise the arms all the way up overhead and begin to reach right and left. Almost like you're trying to climb a little ladder. Notice if the hips are coming off of wherever you are seated, can they stay grounded down? And then just letting this reaching flow from that rootedness. Take a pause in the center, reach it up on a nice in-breath, and on the exhale, twist open to the left. Feeling that spinal rotation. Coming back through center, raise the arms all the way up overhead one more time, and then exhale the fingertips in front of you onto the earth or onto the thighs, whatever feels most comfortable. Take a nice full inhale, neck is long and gentle, and exhale, a seated forward fold. Farther isn't better, just finding a comfortable place that the belly has room in this seated forward fold to expand and have spaciousness on the in-breath. Really let the belly be soft, let it hang out. Always an option to place a block under your forehead. Feeling everything in contact with the earth, holding, supporting you. Feeling the sky above and you present in the middle. take 3 more breaths here. Just not only noticing the physical body, but how the other more subtle parts of you feel in any shape. Gently begin rising your torso up, walking the hands back up to center, and then coming off of your cushion, or if you're on a chair, coming off of that, coming into a tabletop shape and organizing. I have a block on each end because I will move side to side, but just know that if you don't, you might have to reorganize your blocks when we move to the opposite end of the mat. So finding a nice tabletop shape, whether the hands are on the earth or forearms, pick up the feet and gently rotate them, beginning to warm up the fluid in the ankles. Checking in that the knees have some kind of softness if you're on a hard surface of a blanket or folding your mat, and the neck is long and there's no tension there. Allowing tops of the feet to land onto the earth, and then gently flip the left hand so the top of the hand is on the earth. So very gentle pressure. Really just stretching out the forearm. And this might be enough of a stretch. If you'd like to go a little deeper, you can almost do little rotations onto, making little circles onto the top of that hand. A very soft pressure, one direction and then the other. And placing that left hand back on the earth, and then just taking a moment to notice if you can feel any difference in sensation. And if you're on the forearms, you can still kind of just do that on the floor with very little pressure, if there's any wrist sensitivity. And then doing the right hand, top of the right hand. Just give it a pause first as the top of the right hand comes onto the earth, and then gentle rotations. Placing right hand back on the earth, and then begin to kind of just free flow some warm up movement of the spine and hips. So some cat cows, letting out some breath. Swing the hips side to side. So just play and have some fun of movement without thinking about it. That's letting prana guide. It's just dropping into the body, getting out of the head for a few moments and having a plan, and just let the body move. Even stretch it all the way back to child's pose and forward with the hips as far as you like. Just take another 30 seconds to just beginning to warm up the body and trust your body knows what it needs. On your next exhalation, send the hips back to a child's pose. Always making room for the belly to be soft and have spaciousness to move on the in-breath. Let's take 3 more breaths here. And your third breath, let out a big sigh. Coming back up to a tabletop shape, and then step that right foot forward. If you'd like to hold on to a block or the seat of a chair, here's a great place as you gently begin to soften and sink the hips forward. So that back left knee is down. Let's feel a little growth from that rootedness and groundedness of the floor as that energy moves all the way up your body, up your spine to the crown of the head. So nice and long in the back body. Release the hands down by the side, fingertips pointing towards the earth. We're going to bring a little movement to this knee down lunge, Anjaneyasana. We're going to move the arms, inhaling, just scooping up that beautiful light from the earth, carrying it up into the heavens and opening it wide, letting our own inner light from our hearts shine forward. Do that a few more times. Inhale, just a little scooping down so the lower body's not moving. It's just the upper body. Raise that light up. Share it with the universe. Arms out to the side. Your inner light in your heart shines. Let's do 2 more. Maybe the gaze follows the movement of the arms, and then pause with the heart lifted, arms down by the sides. Really reach through the fingertips. Now this might have a little balancing aspect to it. Keep the heart and the gaze and the hands where they are and gently float the hips back. You're always welcome to place a hand on a block or a counter. The body, the upper torso is really lifted up. And then on your next out breath, fold over that extended right leg, hands to the earth or a block. Inhale, upper body is all that's moving as the heart lifts up and reach those hands back. Gaze goes up again. We're in Ardha Hanumanasana, hips are still back. Really get long. Always an opportunity to come in or out of a shape if you'd like to put something soft under that left knee. And exhale, release the hands to the earth and fold over that extended right knee. Gently begin to bend that right leg, maybe the left hand to a block on the inside of that right foot as you sink the hips forward, tuck the left toes, and raise that left knee. Placing the block somewhere directly if you're using one underneath that left shoulder. Take an in-breath and twist that right arm up to the sky. I heard a great quote recently. Actually, I read it. And as we're in our twist and we're hanging out here and letting the breath breathe the body, what was from Max Strom? He's a breathwork facilitator, and he said, if I'm going to repeat it correctly, it's not about the pose, how it looks, it's who you are when you get there. I just thought that was a great pose. So without judgment, of course, like when you're in a shape, who are you when you get there? Hopefully someone who's not judging yourself, someone who is having nothing but compassion and maybe joy in the practice, joy in the shape. And if not, adjust that shape, right? So those things are present. Taking one more gentle breath here. Releasing that right arm down and begin to straighten that front right leg, coming into pyramid pose. Take a nice inhale and have a nice long spine. And exhale, fold in. Maybe you hopped that back left foot up a little bit to have a nice comfortable distance between your feet in pyramid. One more. Inhale, get long, flat back. Extend through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold over that right leg. Keep drawing that right hip back, and if you can't, pop that back left foot in a little bit to create the space for that to happen. On your next in-breath, micro hop that left foot up to meet the right at the top of the mat and fold over. Uttanasana, allow the torso to sway side to side. Give the head a yes and no, open, close of the jaw. Make some sounds. Feeling the floor, the ground, the earth underneath you, under your feet. And the knees soft. Bring the hands to the hips. With a flat back, come up to stand. Reach the hands down towards the earth as you inhale and root down, rise up. Right hand grabs left wrist, get long in the center. Before you side bend over to the right, with an option to raise that left leg up to the side, taking a balance. Releasing left foot down to the earth. Exhale the arms down by the side. Weave the fingertips behind you on the back body, or place the hands on the body. As you press the heart up and open, gaze goes up to the sky. Just opening the heart. Right, so just going the opposite direction that our arms go all day long. Creating some balance for the shoulders. Releasing back to center, pressing those fingertips down towards the earth once more, feeling the feet in contact with that support from Panchamama energy right up through the crown of the head as you inhale and root down and rise up. Left hand grabs right wrist. Get long first, really get long, reach up to the sky. And on the out breath, side bend to the left. With an option to raise that right leg out to the side. Releasing right foot back to the earth, exhaling the arms down by the side, weave them behind the back body once more. Press the hands down toward the earth. Inhale, let the heart lift. Keeping length in the back body. If there's any discomfort in the low back, shift and adjust your position. Release the hands down by the side and then gently fold forward. Hands coming to the earth or a block. Release the head. And inhale, halfway lift, get long in the spine. And exhale, fold in. Release hands to the earth and step that right foot back and lower that right knee down to the earth. You can have a block under the right hand as you gently begin, or both hands, to sink the hips forward. Taking your time, one side might feel different than the other. The knee can bypass the ankle when the back knee is down. When we're standing, or that back knee is up, the knee has to stack over the ankle. But for now, since the back knee is down, it can bypass it if that's feeling good. And then taking some of that beautiful light from Mother Earth, scoop down. The lower body's not moving as the hands go up, sharing that light with the world. And then the arms open, sharing the light of your own heart with yourself and the world. Let's do that a few times. Inhale, scoop it down. Scoop it up. Open wide. Just do a few more and take your time. Moving at a pace that if the body or the heart or the energy has something to say, you can hear it. The next time the hands open wide and the heart lifts on the next out breath, send the hips back. So the gaze is up. And feel free to, wiggle, wriggle, move that left foot a little more in line with the left hip if you like. As the hands are reaching open by the side and our hips are back in Ardha Hanumanasana. Light in the eyes, light in the heart is going upward. Finding a little balancing. If you're wobbling, that's wonderful. And when you feel complete with that, gently begin to bend that front left knee once more. Tuck the right toes, raise the right knee, right hand on a block or the earth as you twist the left arm up to the sky. Remembering it's not what the pose looks like, it's who are you when you get there. Playing with gaze on the horizon, on the earth. And now that that back knee is up, that right knee is stacked straight over that left ankle. Release left hand down and gently begin to straighten that front left knee. And the right foot might hop up a little bit, coming into pyramid pose. Pull that, gently draw and pull that left hip back. Sometimes it's helpful to put a hand on it. Be aware of that hip in space. Nice full in-breath, long spine. Exhale, fold over that left leg. Keep the left knee soft. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, long spine. Draw that left hip back. Exhale, fold in. One more. Long spine. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, bring the spine to a nice long tabletop location as you gently hop that right foot up to meet the left. Fold in. Hands can be wherever feels supportive, on the earth, on a block. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, root down, feel those feet on the earth, rise up, arms out to the side and up overhead. Right hand grabs left wrist. Inhale, get long first, really create some space, even a little wiggle. As you side bend to the right, maybe the left leg raises. Release the left foot. On the out breath, the arms come down by the side. Weave the hands together on the back body. Press them down to the earth. Inhale, lift the heart. Collarbone softly opening. Inhale, release the hands as the arms come up overhead. Left hand grabs right wrist. Reach up. And exhale, side bend to the left. Possibly taking the balance with the right leg lifting up to the right. Releasing right foot to the earth, arms down to the side, and then place them on the hips, weight in the right foot. Really feel the earth strong underneath that right foot as we float the left leg back into a high lunge. Taking your time, feeling your body in space, drawing that right hip back. Take a nice in-breath, and let's do that scooping, keeping that right knee over that right ankle. Scoop down. That light comes up and opens wide. So the same thing we did when we were in the knee down lunge. Inhale, the torso and gaze follows it. Scoop that beautiful light and wisdom from Mother Earth, share it up with the universe, and then open wide. Show that beautiful light from your heart. Do that 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. One more. Release, hands down by the side, and then twist open to the right. My arms are at shoulder height. Yours can be at the heart. Find what feels good. And who are you when you get here? Are you feeling that beautiful light from within your heart shining? Are you honoring what you need in your practice? Slowly release, open to warrior 2. Arms out to the side. Making sure that block is there, or the seat of a chair if you are going to appreciate some assistance in balancing. Finding your warrior 2. Giving the hips a wiggle. Coming in or out until you feel you're in a good place to pause and then ride the wave of sensations you experience once you're in your shape. Soften shoulders, physically, soften shoulders energetically. Belly soft for the breath. And the next out breath, left hand goes down, right arm up, reverse warrior. Keeping right knee stacked over right ankle for health and comfort of the knee. Releasing right hand down to that block as you micro hop your left foot up a little and raise the left leg. Ardha Chandrasana. Left leg up, left arm up. Find a place for the gaze that feels that it will help in the balance. Really press that right foot down. Smooth out the breath. Checking in that there's a balance of effort and easefulness. Maybe the jaw softens. Maybe the heart softens, maybe the mind settles. And gently bending that right knee as the left leg begins to descend down into a wide stance on your mat, coming into Goddess, hands at the heart. Maybe the eyes closed for a few breaths. Checking in that the back of your head is in line with the lowest part of your spine for stability for the low back. Releasing the arms down by the side, we're going to do a little bit of that scooping. So the first one is, so my knees are bent. We're going to scoop down to the earth, pulling up Panchamama's beautiful light. And as it comes up, the legs begin to straighten. And then they wash open, lifting the heart. Legs are still straight. Knees bend as the torso folds forward and scoop down. The hands come up in front of you, sharing that light. Legs straighten. They stay straight as the arms come out to the side wide. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. Let's do 3 more of those. Go at your own rhythm. Pausing with the heart lifted. Legs are straight. Shining that light from the heart. Bringing the torso and head back to center, gently begin heel toeing the feet a little closer together. And then allow the heels in, toes out, hands to the heart, and take a full squat all the way down. You can take Goddess, you can sit in a chair. And then taking our Adi Mudra of thumbs in, fingertips folded, as we extend our arms on the insides of our legs. Repeating our mantra 4 times, taking a cleansing breath first. Big exhale. I honor the light within me and without. 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 On the next out breath, allow the hands to come to the earth and then straighten the legs, straighten the feet, fold in. In breath, bring the heels in, toes out, come back to Malasana, full squat, hands to the heart. Next out breath, hands to the earth, forward fold. Straighten the feet, straighten the legs. One more, back to squat. And fold in. And our forward fold, give the torso a little sway side to side. The feet are at whatever comfortable width apart. Feels good. Bring the hands to the hips, feel the feet on the earth, soften the knees. Inhale, flat back, come all the way up to stand. Then gently make your way to the top of the mat, but on the opposite side. Right, so the back short end of your mat. Enjoy the journey getting there. Give a little rock side to side on the feet, a little sway of the body. Before coming into stillness. Hands on the hips. Weight goes into the left foot. Keep that left knee soft as the right foot floats back into a high lunge. Noticing if you can draw that left hip back a little so the front of the hips are reasonably in line. Left knee stacked right over that left ankle. Release the hands down by the side. We're going to take that flowing of the light from earth to sky in our own hearts as we fold forward. So the lower body is staying in a high lunge, not moving, but the upper body is leaning forward as you scoop down, up, and open wide, shining the light from the heart. Inhale, fold, scoop. Can you really feel that there's light in your hands? And then opening wide, can you feel the light shining from your heart? So take a few breaths, a few rounds of this, finding your own rhythm, finding meaning in this first day of Diwali, of honoring the light within and without. Taking one more. Releasing hands down by the side and then opening them up to the left in a twist. Noticing the breath, noticing who you are when you get there. Kind of revolving the arms open into warrior two. Left knee is bending. And come in or out, wiggle hips. Move your stance. Really take great care of yourself in your shapes. Maybe even once you get there, the eyes close. Giving a gentle squeeze to the right glute. The next out breath, release right arm down, left arm up, reverse warrior. And left arm comes down to that block or chair as you micro hop that right foot up a little. Really feel the earth underneath your left foot as you raise that right leg up to the side. Coming into Ardha Chandrasana, right arm up to the sky. You can always bend the leg and grab the top of the right foot. Finding your balance, finding your strength, finding that light giving you power, your own inner light. Softening that left knee as the right foot comes to the earth and goddess hands to the heart. And let's scoop. Scoop the earth. Knees are bent, knees begin to straighten as that light comes up and opens wide. Legs are straight. Knees soften, forward fold, scoop it down. The hips get a little deeper. Raise it up. Open it wide. One more. With reverence for all of the light. Pausing, standing upright, reaching the fingertips. Opportunity to feel sensations. Releasing arms down by the side. Gently bring the feet a little closer together. Place one hand over the other on the heart center. Just feeling if the heart has anything it would like to say about how it feels, or even one hand on the belly. Any words of intuition. Let a nice long out breath come out, and then make your way slowly onto your backs. Really enjoying the journey. Each body part coming to the earth. Making your way onto your backs. Bringing knees into the heart. Clasping underneath the right knee, stretch the left leg out long. Hands can also be underneath the thigh or below the knee. You can use a strap. And that left leg is stretched out long. Give that left foot a little circle, even the right. Thank it for holding us up in our standing shapes. Switch legs. Left leg comes in, bent and soft. Stretch the right leg out long. Circling feet. And then bringing both feet to the earth with the knees bent. Arms down by the sides. Palms up. Not in anticipation of the next move, but just feeling your body on the earth. The next out breath, feeling even heavier and supported on the earth. Take a nice full inhale. And exhale, arms out at shoulder height. Allow the knees to drop over to one side. Always an opportunity, if there's a space between your body and the earth, to fill it with a block or a cushion. How slow can you go to bring the knees back up through center? Take a breath to feel your feet on the earth completely before they drop over to the other side. Slowly bringing knees back to center, feeling the feet on the earth, arms down by the sides, press the palms down, feet down and shoulders down as you inhale and gently raise the hips up. Exhale, lower them back down. Adjusting feet if necessary, maybe a little closer to your sits bones. Pressing feet and shoulders as you inhale and raise the hips. Exhale, soften them back down. Always an opportunity to put a block in between the upper thighs. Then find a place to hold the hips up high, never going higher than is comfortable. Right? Higher isn't better. If it has discomfort or minimizes the breath or minimizes the joy. So find a place that all those things can live in this shape. Taking bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. Lowering the hips, bringing the knees to the heart, and then taking the next few moments, the next few breaths to move your body in any way that will bring joy to your heart, bring completion to this practice, and then find a place to rest. It might be seated upright, taking meditation, or it might be laying down, maybe allowing that Adi Mudra to be a part of it if that's comfortable. Of thumb in, 4 fingers fold over the thumb. Feeling that light within and without. Let's rest together. Rest in this community. Rest in the support. Rest in your heart space. Gently deepening your breath. You're welcome to stay where you are, or you can come to an upright shape. Bringing my hands together in my heart. Honoring Diwali, honoring my light, honoring your light, honoring the roots of yoga, honoring all of our beautiful hearts. Jai Bhagwan.